What's up, guys? This is Board Game Roamer. We're back with Secrets of the Lost Tomb. So, a couple of things before we start the third round. I think, and this is not a rule book thing. This is totally my thing. Um, but I think we're going to remove, because I don't want to go through the same thing again with having to switch people out with the vampire deal. So just to make things easier overall, I think I'm going to take out Jax here and just take him out of play completely. And that way I don't have to change people again if that comes up. So got that. Pretty much everything, nothing else has changed. So, with that being said, I guess let's just continue on with the round. So Bianca was first last time, so now it is back. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Now it's gonna be Cheng Lao. All right, so we'll go ahead and start with him here, though, since I've already done that. He is the first player, first adventurer up. So he's going to use his first action. I think he's going to use his first action to. He's going to use his first action to move. Okay, and his movement is 3. So he's going to go 1, 2, and 3. So that's going to be his action. Then we've got Bianca, and we'll try to keep this going with this video. This clip's not too terribly long. Bianca next, she will move. She's going to move out of the room she's in, right beside her, and she's going to move to Davy Jones' locker. And it is right beside her. Yep, right beside her. So we'll put that there. Now, it says on exploring, +1 shard, which is good. But she gains the targeted status. So let's give her +1 shard. She got a total of 4 at this point, and she gains targeted, which means something. We get infected, broken case, looking for targeted. There we go. You always count as having the most shards when calculating targets for creatures. Okay. So that's not, I mean, it's not great, but it's not the end of the world. But there is a misadventure. So let's see what the misadventure is. On the floor, you find a massive piece of chrome steel cut in a coffin shape. Looking into it, you see a perfect reflection of yourself, which reaches out and grabs your throat, squeezing hard. Make a strength check. Now, remember, normally her strength is a pitiful 1, but thanks to Excalibur, her strength is now a 4. So, let's give it the old expeditionary try. Oh, yeah. 3 successes. Result, you get very, very angry very quickly. You grab the reflected hand, squeezing it with all your might. You wrench the bones of the fingers away hard, producing a crack and a scream. Your reflection retreats into nothingness. +2 courage. Nice. And 1, 2. So she has +2 courage. All right, cool. So that's done. Then we'll get to toweling. He's going to go again. And I think he's going to move in here with this Just double check and make sure there's nothing else in here. Okay. Moving here with this Blackbeard's Keeper. And that's going to be his turn. Bianca's going to go again. And she's going to move in the only direction, because apparently I can only pull tiles that, you know, go in one direction to make as much space on the take as much space as possible on the board here, because that's just apparently how I do things. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to rotate this, since I'm kindly heading your way. And we're going to pull, you go one forward and go right there. That's level 1, level 3, level 3. Here we go. It is Mount Olympus. And it is the end. Okay. Okay, so we did find, can only go one way too. We did find another Masonic Franklin cipher. So that is 3. So let's put that over here in the Masonic Lodge room. There we go. Alright, so then we're going to go to Toweling. So, Toweling is going to fight with his action. And his action for fighting is, he doesn't have a weapon, but he's got the ability, my hands are lethal. When you do combat without using items, which we don't have any, you use dexterity instead of strength and succeed on a 4, 5, or 6. He has a dexterity of 4. So he'll roll 4, and remember, he succeeds on a 4, 5, or 6. Now, the combat rating for these Blackbeard's Keepers is 3. And he is going to lose 1 courage, because it's the first time he's faced them. So he's at -1, so nothing major. So let's see what happens. And he gets, well, he gets 3 hits. So, but he gets 1 critical fail, which is you lose a shard, which he doesn't have any. So 3 hits. Yeah, so that's actually going to be 3 damage to the skeletons, and of course they would have 4. So I'm just going to put this -1 token on here just because I know they only have 1 left instead of pulling out a bunch of tokens. All right, so that's his turn. Gosh. It's really, really, really... It's really tempting to try to search for Zeus's bolt. But if I fail, she only has 3 audacity. That's going to be horrible. But if I got the bolt, that would be... She's already got Excalibur. Yeah, let's just keep pressing on for now. I'll know that I can go back in there at some point, potentially. Alright. So let's move up 1 more. Level 1. No, we're not on level 1. Level 2. Atrium of the Elder Sign. And at least this is a 4-way deal. Creatures may not move through this room, excludes bosses. And it has a 2 icon. So if we check our scenario book and we look at what... That's the wrong one. We look at what 2 does. 2 is you find a code for the Franklin cipher. Okay. We did not have found 5. Across the room, you see an elaborately framed mural-sized painting depicting a scene from the Revolutionary War. You know it is important, but there is one problem. 2 revolutionary poltergeists stand in your way. They must have followed the shaman here to release the Kraken and restart the war. Hopefully you'll have better luck with the cipher, but before you can do that, you should probably dispatch of these revolutionary pests. So it says to spawn the 2 revolutionary guards into the room, and these are the 2, or to spawn 2. These are part of the guards that we set aside earlier. They are 1 movement, 3 combat, 5 health, and they're worth 3 soul shards. So they're not super hard, but they do be there. Hopefully I can dispatch them pretty quickly with my 3 actions left. So next action, Taling is going to make another attack against Blackbeard's keepers. And 4, 4, 4, and 6. That's 3 hits. That is enough to destroy the keepers. So those go a bye-bye, which is wonderous. Those go, oh, did I put that? Yeah, that's right. So those go away. And they are worth 2 soul shards. So he will gain 2 soul shards. Boop, 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 boop. That is not soul shards. I'm getting all excited about the cipher. He gains 2 soul shards. 1. I almost wish there was like a double wheel to keep up with this instead of having these individual little tokens. Okay. Cool. So that's done. Next, we'll go back to Bianca. She will target one of the poltergeists in the room that she is in. And she will utilize Excalibur. So, Excalibur is both a strength and mythos weapon, and we use both of those. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 dice for her strength. Then another 2, 3, 4 dice for the mythos effect. And since she that was only one-handed, she'll also use her machete, which will add 2 more with the other hand, because that is strength as well, for a total of 4, for a total of 10. Surely we can dispatch of one of these guys with 10. Now, fortunately, oh, she loses a courage. 1 courage for facing the first one. Fortunately, these guys do not have a critical fail trigger. So that's good. So let's see what we got. So we have 5, 4, there's a 6, another 6, a 5, a couple 1s, 4. So there's 3 misses. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes, 2 critical failures, but there's no trigger, so those don't matter. 5 hits is more than the combat of 3, so, and that is actually how much health they have. So she took out one of these guys, and they are worth 3 apiece, which gives her 1, 2, 3, 4, gives her a total of 7 shards now. I think Excalibur is going to be key for the boss fight. This probably would have been a whole lot harder if I had not found Excalibur, is my theory. Okay. That's that. Next, back to Tao Ling. This is going to be a little bit more difficult. He's going to go... I think let me move all this up here. Nope, let me move all this down here, not up here. I think Tao Ling is going to continue to search on level 1. I may mess up on this. We'll see. This may not be a smart idea. Or, you know what? Better yet. Yeah, let's do a search. Let's just go ahead and do a search here. It's a yellow. So he's going to spend 1 action to do a search. And he rolls. So, wow. A 1. That's horrid. So, a 1. I don't really want to use Audacity, so we're going to draw 2 level 1 creatures. So we get the Enchanted Moi Man. And another Keeper of the Tomb. Isn't that what we just... Yeah, we just fought a Keeper of the Tomb. No, we didn't. And a Keeper of the Tomb. Great. Alright, so let's just... yeah. Might not have been the smartest move I've ever made. That rotates his search token to the red side. He has one action left. Bianca is next. She will spend her action. Oh, actually, I forgot to spend her action last time, didn't I, when she fought? Oopsie. So she spends hers. Let's see, she moved. She moved. She fought. No, maybe that's not right. Maybe I did spend it. Oh, she had 3 because I said she could take out the 2. Yeah. So she did spend it. So she's going to use the same thing again. She's going to get 4 strength and for her mythos for a total of 8, and then the machete is going to add 2 to that. Attacking the other poltergeist, which drops her courage down 1. I took that the wrong way before. Whoops. Should have been. She now has 1 courage. So let's. Oh no! Don't run off. Okay, here we go. Roll it. Okay, a 6, a 3, and a 3 mean nothing. 2s, 2, 3 mean nothing. 4 means nothing. So that's 4 hits, which is above the combat. And of course, that means that it has 1 health left. Because I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other one. Just put up 1 marker on it. Alright. And then Tao Ling will go next. He's going to do an attack action. Take on this Keeper of the Tomb. Now on a critical, we get the slowed status effect. Combat rating of 3, 0 defense, 5 health, and worth 3 shards. So, Tao Ling will roll his 4 dexterity. Remember, 4, 5s, and 6s count for him. He will lose a courage because he has not fought this creature yet. So here we go. There's his 4 dice. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't run away. And roll it, and we get what was that? Get down. Okay, so that's 1 success, 2 successes, and 2 doesn't matter. 2 successes is less than the 3, so he takes 1 damage. Okay. What's his turn? Oh yeah, because he was first. Then Bianca goes, and she's going to roll her 4 for strength, her 4 for mythos, her 2 for the machete. A total of 10 dice against the Revolutionary Poltergeist. Oh gosh, that was close. Alright, so that's 2 critical fails. Fortunately, they don't mean anything. 3 critical fails. 4 doesn't mean anything. 4 doesn't mean anything. 4 doesn't mean anything. So she had 3 critical fails, 1 hit out of 10 dice. I really don't want to have to fight this thing again, so we're going to use 1 audacity to reroll everything. That's just ridiculous. That's just a bad roll. Okay, let's see if we did any better. There's a 6. Another 6. Really? Oh, okay. Here's the cool thing. Oh, no, never mind. That's a different weapon. Oh, why am I using the machete? Well, I can't. That'd be cheating. I should have used the serrated dagger because there's a chance I could just pass and straight up kill him. Dang. Alright, so she's going to take 1 damage. Oof. Yeah, because she only got 2 successes. Alright. This is not good. So that is the end of the normal player phase. Next, we will do the tomb phase. So let's draw a tomb card and see what shenanigans we're dealing with. Tomb effect. First player, so that's Telling. Double courage lost during this tomb phase, okay? Alright, move creatures. Moving creatures, they move towards the closest expedition person. So we have a movement of... Where's your movement? Where's your little feet? Oh, 4. So the Vampiric Gargoyle is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Hound of Tendalos can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, this is gonna hurt. Initiate combat. Well, okie dokie. So, poor Telling doesn't have a chance. So let's start with the 2 regular monsters and just see if he lives. And I'll just go ahead and tell you, generally, whenever I play just about anything, even if it says, most stuff, if it says draw another character if your character dies, I like to play it just as a challenge to myself, where if any character dies, then I lose. So if Talene gets killed here, then this will be the end. Alright, Enchanted Moai Man, combat rating of 3. Wink. And And so we have one hit, one crit, one critical fail, one critical success. That is ridiculous. So that is going to be no critical success. One critical hit is going to be 2 less than his combat rating. So Ching Lai Tao is going to take 2 damage. That's going to take him to 14. Then we're going to do the same thing for the Keeper of the Tomb. Again, a combat rating of 3. 1 success from Tao Ling. That means he's going to take 2 damage. There was a critical miss on that, which means that Tao Ling is now slowed. Okay. Slowed. We actually have both of our people slowed now, which is not good. There's so many status effects. It's ridiculous. Broken target. Slowed. -2 movement and -2 dex, which is really bad because dex is his only fighting ability. Oh my gosh. Which means that when he faces the Hound of Tindalos, now instead of 4 dice, well, sorry, he would have taken 1 damage because 4, 5, and 6 count. Instead of 4 dice, he now only takes and uses 2 dice because his dex is reduced by 2. And so, yeah, this is just not going to be good at all. That's 2 successes. But 2 successes and a combat rating of 6 means he takes 4 damage, taking him to 11. Now, somehow he did manage to stay alive that round. Let's hoping during the upkeep he can at least get rid of that effect to have a fighting chance. I think Bianca, she's gonna have to get up there. I don't think we're gonna make it through this, but we'll see. All right, Revolutionary Poltergeist. Bianca's got her 4 for her strength, her 4 for her mythos for using Excalibur, and the serrated armor. Gets +1 combat, and that +1 ignores armor. So I'm actually going to roll that separate just so I can keep it up. Every 6 roll deals 2 damage. If you deal damage and it brings the creature to half health or below, do a strength test, and if it's passed, and that requires 2 successes, then the creature just dies. So, let's see what happens. Alright, so we have a critical success, a miss, 3 more misses. There's 3 hits, and a critical miss with the dagger. That's 3 hits, which is the combat rating, which is enough to kill it. So she does successfully remove that particular one from the board. And in doing so, at this point, barely making it through it, does manage to take out the Poltergeist and gets 3 more shards, which is a total of 10 shards. 10 shards. Okay. All right. That is the end of Initiate Combat. We had creature combat, then we spawned creatures, 1 regular monster in level 1, 2, and 3. It says you have to distribute them as evenly as possible. So one regular monster is going to spawn over here in the Corsair's cache. That's going to be the Terracotta Warrior. 2 movement, 1 courage if we flee, 2 combat, 2 defense, 2 health, 0 evade, and 1 shard. And then on level 2, we will place the Tomb's Eye. 3 movement, 4 courage if we evade it, 1 combat, 0 defense, but 6 health, 1 to evade, so pretty easy to evade, and 3 shards if we defeat it. It has to go on the 2nd level in our red room. I mean, I guess I can put it here for now. Not that I think it really is going to matter. You can't go between levels. Okay, and upkeep. We didn't have any upkeep. No upkeep there. I'm just double checking. We didn't use the gun. Okay, yep, that's upkeep done. We rotate our search. Now Bianca's in yellow. Qinglao is on green. And the comic track does move up by 1. So, and first player moves back to Bianca. So that is that round. It should be interesting if Qinglao can make it through. We might have a chance. I don't know. It's going to be close. But that is it for this episode. I am the Board Game Roamer. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode, which, based on the way old Chang Li Tao's looking, might not be great. He can heal himself, but it's there's a mountain of damage headed his way, most likely. And I don't think we can rest. I'll double check that. If we can rest and get rid of the slowed while there are enemies in his square, then we might have a chance. But if we can't, I'm not sure that we're gonna have a chance. So anyway, that's the Board Game Room, like I said, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.